Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Boss. Here are 8 times Ellen got super upset at guests. Number 8, Nicole Kidman. Someone should have mentioned to Nicole Kidman that it's rude to insult people on national TV, especially when you're insulting a cook, as they're cooking. Giada De Laurentiis dished out a few jabs on the Ellen show, but Kidman was downright insulting in return, and even spat out her food. In a future episode with Giada, Ellen strongly stated that Nicole Kidman could never be welcomed back on the show with her there as well.
Really, really good.
It was such a, that was an amazing thing to be able to get that made, because that was Reese and I who, you've probably...
Number 7, Celine Dion. DeGeneres learned the hard way that you don't joke about Celine Dion's kids. When the Canadian singer was a guest on the Ellen show back in 2007, DeGeneres poked fun at her son's hair, asking when she's going to cut it. You know, I have to say it's amazing right now. Some people shave their head at their children, and some people say, oh, isn't that terrible? Well, I don't even cut my son's hair, and they say, oh, when is she going to cut her son's hair? And exasperated Dion said, whatever I will do, I won't please everyone. Dion explained that she left the decision up to her son. Renee Charles makes his own decisions most of the time, she said. When he's ready, I'll cut it.
Anything I want?
Number 6, Taylor Swift. DeGeneres set up a game to mock Taylor Swift's dating history when the singer appeared on her show in 2012. While Swift was there to promote her new album, DeGeneres repeatedly claimed that she was in a relationship with Zac Efron, while Swift shut down the idea each and every time. But the segment got more and more cringeworthy. DeGeneres put photos of Swift and different men up on the screen, instructing the singer to ring a bell when someone she wrote a song about appeared in a photo. You know how bad this makes me feel? Swift asked in the third photo, which showed her and Danny DeVito, but DeGeneres pushed on. When Swift cried, "Stop it, stop it, stop it," this segment finally came to an end. This makes me feel so bad about myself. Every time I come up here, you put up a different dude on there on the screen, and this makes me really question, what I stand for as a human being, Swift said. So much for DeGeneres' game. Number 5, Katy Perry. Although Katy Perry had been on the Ellen show multiple times before, DeGeneres forgot her guests had been married and set up an entire game about finding Perry a husband. Do I have to get married again? Perry asked at the start of the segment, but DeGeneres didn't catch on. You aren't married, she said, but Perry corrected her, reminding DeGeneres that she got married when she was 25, which still didn't jog the talk show's host memory. To who? DeGeneres asked, and Perry told her she had been married to Russell Brand. Remember you gave me wedding gifts on the show? Perry asked, adding cool. Clearly it wasn't.
Yes, it is. It could be. It's a game called Will You Parry Me? It's Who'd You Rather, but it's a clever title.
Number 5, Wanda Sykes. When comedian Wanda Sykes stopped by the Ellen show, she brought up a prop with her. Sykes roasted DeGeneres for her tour, telling the host, "You toured for your special," using air quotes. When DeGeneres tried to deny that she toured, Sykes revealed the tour jacket that DeGeneres gifted her. It wasn't a tour, DeGeneres said, but sure enough, it says relatable tour on the back of Sykes' jacket. As if the situation weren't awkward enough with DeGeneres' denial and Sykes' insistence, the Ellen show guest continued, pointing out that the 4 cities on the tour, 3 of which were in California where DeGeneres lives. In her defense, DeGeneres claimed to be very busy. Number 3, Michelle Obama. DeGeneres took former First Lady Michelle Obama to CVS in 2016, but the outing devolved from a lighthearted segment to a tense trip. After putting up with DeGeneres' antics in the crowded store, which included dumping products on the floor and eating food without paying for it, Obama seemed to hit her limit when DeGeneres asked about putting her own face on the money. "You'd have to have done something grand like Harriet Tubman," Obama said when DeGeneres asked why she can't be on a dollar bill. When DeGeneres said she makes the world happy every day, it wasn't enough for Obama. "You should have freed some slaves," she said, later adding, "You know, you're really annoying. It's like taking a 3-year-old to the store."
She does a lot of book signings, so she gets a little, That's crazy. You can't.
Number 2, Hassan Minhaj. When DeGeneres welcomed comedian and Patriot Act host Hassan Minhaj onto her show in 2019, she tried to tell him how to pronounce his own name. Right when Minhaj sat down, DeGeneres claimed to be a huge fan, but she did little to prove it. When DeGeneres told her guest it's Hassan Minhaj, mispronouncing his name, he tried to stop her by saying no, but the host wouldn't back down. "Yes," she said. Minhaj tried again, repeating no and pronouncing his name correctly. Minhaj kept his cool and used the moment to educate the audience, explaining that it was a big deal because his parents were in the studio watching. After repeating the correct pronunciation multiple times, he asked DeGeneres to give it a try, but she butchered it again. "I'm not going to change my name," the comedian said. "If you can pronounce Ansel Elgort, you can pronounce Hassan Minhaj." Number 1, Dakota Johnson. Of course, we have to save the best for last. In a moment that has gone down in history, Dakota Johnson called out DeGeneres after the host claimed she wasn't invited to her 30th birthday party. "How was the party?" DeGeneres asked the actress. "I wasn't invited," but Johnson had a different version of events. "Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited," she replied. Johnson dipped back in history, recalling that DeGeneres grilled her again the year before about not getting a birthday invite. "You gave me a bunch of crap about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited," Johnson said, adding, "I didn't even know if you liked me." It only got more awkward from there when DeGeneres jumping to defend herself by saying, "Of course I like you. You knew I liked you." Johnson's reply, silence.
Like?
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I did invite you and you didn't come. So,
This time you invited me?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't
This
think
brings us into our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. I'll catch you next time, guys. Goodbye.